Hello, I'm Ray Moynihan. Yes, I'm a part-time eco drudge, and I'm here to bring you news of the state government's coal seam gas inquiry, which is underway as we speak. It was suggested by the Greens, but embraced by a multi-party committee of the state's upper house, and it's being chaired by Robert Brown from the Shooters and Fishers Party. And they've finished taking written submissions, but they're now doing a series of public hearings across New South Wales, including this one. It's happening right now. Let's go and have a look.
Are these serious chemicals of government fund?
Protesters here today. There's people sitting inside and outside. It's a very well attended upper house inquiry.
I have seen the heartbreak at these meetings from good farming folk. This is why I became involved. They don't know what to do because they've always trusted in the National Party to help them. And what's it doing?
Anyone who's pro-gas on there are sort of saying, well, how can we convince you that, you know, that it's good, you know? And I don't think there's nothing. I mean, I'm a landowner and 150 acres, there's no way in the world that I'm going to let this happen.
It's pretty heavy stuff when you're talking about, the effects on communities. Obviously, most of the people who appeared today and most of the submissions we've had do not want the coal gas seam industry in these parts.
One of the things that's extraordinary about this is the size of some of the exploration permits. In the Byron area, the permit runs from the coast all the way across the mountains, almost to Stanthorpe, perhaps 10,000 square kilometres worth. One company controls that permit, that's Arrow, and that's owned by PetroChina and Shell. And just to give you an indication of the size of Shell as a company, their turnover is $360 billion a year, which is about 6 times the size of the turnover of the New South Wales government and larger than the revenue collected and spent by the Australian government.
If you listen to the companies, they tell you that they're doing the right thing. You listen to the people, they say they're not doing it. I want independent assessments to be able to make the right decision.
Could we make it non-toxic? I don't believe we can, and I don't believe you can actually effectively regulate. We've had too many incidents in the last week where big companies have broken their licence agreements and have got away scot-free.
It's getting the current licences under control. That's what the problem is.
But if it can be proven safe, then I think there are certain economic and even environmental benefits that Ballina Council would be receptive to.
Coal seam gas mining.
Coal seam, the environmental benefit I understand is much less carbon production for units of energy, and certainly from an economic point of view, we do need to have an economy.
Incredibly important that we recognise the value of the community and the industries we already have, and this industry has to justify itself not on what it will be, but what it will do to those other industries as well. So it has to be a holistic approach, and I certainly believe that northern rivers should be protected from coal seam gas.
What's certainly come out of this committee hearing today is that there's huge opposition to this industry in the area, and the committee heard that loud and clear. What's not so certain is whether the report that they'll deliver in April will have any influence at all on the New South Wales government or the federal government's attempts to regulate coal seam gas mining.